Help.
Engaged.
Greetings everyone. Today we will be looking at the division, at maximum graphics settings. And there are quite a few settings for the graphics, as can be seen here. Everything is maxed out, so if you see something set to only high, then that means that's the highest that setting will go to. Now onto some actual gameplay. As you may have noticed, I have enabled some stats to appear in the top left-hand corner of the screen. And this is what each reading means. I'll leave that up there for a moment, so you can make the appropriate connections. And this brings us on to the question of performance. Well, for me, this game has run just fine, but I am using probably the best card for gaming right now. The GTX 980 Titan. I'm getting between 45 to 60 frames per second, although most of the time, it tends to stay around the 60 mark. If it drops a lot more in this video, then that's due to the strain the recording of gameplay footage puts on the system. I normally install the game to an SSD, but didn't on this occasion, which is probably why the frame rate is dropping more than it usually would. I'm using Shadowplay to record the footage, by the way. Let's move on to how this game looks. In my opinion, it looks pretty good, especially when you consider that this is an open world game. So I suppose it's okay that the textures are nothing special. But wait, exactly how much VRAM is required for this game? These are the minimum system requirements, so it appears that you need at least 2 GB of video RAM to run this game. And from the recommended system requirements, it seems 4 GB of VRAM should be enough to run this game at higher settings. But no specifications have been given if you want to run this game at ultra settings, in other words if you want to max out the graphics, like I have. More about the VRAM requirements in a moment, because I would just like to explain that I thought I had cleared this area of enemies already. But I quit the game for some reason, and then came back in, almost immediately. And the fact that these enemies respawned already, does not give me much confidence in this game's ability to auto-save our progress. We really should be given an option, to manually save our progress, just in case the auto-save fails, or the game crashes.
You don't belong here.
Anyway, back to the VRAM requirements. While capturing this footage, the video RAM usage went to as high as 4.4 GB, but this could be attributed to video RAM caching. In other words, because the game can store the textures in the video RAM, it will. But still, it is clear that you will almost certainly need more than a 4 GB card, if you want to play at higher resolutions. This foliage looks good, and in my opinion, it looks just as good as anything we got in Rise of the Tomb Raider, although there will clearly be a lot less foliage in this game, since we are in a city environment. For the next few minutes, we will be running through the city, taking in the sights, and hopefully, this will give you a sense of what this open world game really feels like.
I'm seriously going stir crazy in here. Don't know how much more I can take. Shit, what's this? Hey! Anybody have any booze? I'm all out. Scotch, vodka, gin, whatever. Whoa, what's
This
going
game
on?
has a pretty decent cover system, so let's take a look at how it works. You have to hold down the appropriate button until the circle fills up, in order to automatically move to some new cover. I think they will be using a very similar cover system in the new Deus Ex game.
Hey, what's going on here?
Don't do it.
Time to take on some more bad guys.
Alert. Intercepting JTF radio traffic.
Taking small arms fire! Small arms fire! Hooters have us in their sights! JTF hearing this? Please respond!
Tracking signal. Analysis complete. Uploading coordinates.
One good thing about this game is that although I am using a controller, I can also switch to a mouse too, for targeting purposes. This makes life so much easier. I really hate it when games make you choose between one or the other.
Warning. Hostile forces approaching.
Hit them hard and they'll run. We've got tangos inbound!
A sniper gun would be really useful here. I had only played this game for a couple of hours when I captured this footage, so I didn't have any specialized gear yet. I did manage to pick up an ACOG scope after this battle though.
Target is secure. No more hostiles detected.
It's an honor to fight with you.
Wouldn't mind having you with us in every firefight. Goddamn rioters everywhere!
A little further on, the battle continues.
I'm not sure how much help you... screw it, we'll take anything you can give us. How are you on my comms?
We've got your back. Just try not to shoot at anyone who's trying to help you. Over.
Alert. Patching into local JTF radio channels.
Unit 43, be advised, you have incoming division agents as backup to your location.
About damn time you get us some help. Get him here right now.
Apparently, we have encountered a named enemy, and this is what the description on the side says. In fact, this is the guy I get the ACOG scope from. So you may be wondering what I think of this game. As mentioned earlier, I have only played about 2 hours of it, so I cannot really give an honest opinion about it just yet, since I am still getting used to it. But from what I have played, it seems like a good game. You can team up with other players, and complete missions together. Although to be honest, I prefer to play alone. But one major disadvantage I see with this game is that you must always be connected to the internet to play. This reason alone would put me off buying this game. In fact, I didn't actually buy this game. You see, I recently bought a new graphics card, and this game came free with it. And this is the only reason I have it. But now that I have played it, I probably would have bought it too, if it didn't have this, always online, condition for playing. We should still be able to play, even in offline mode, but apparently, this is not the case. Let's hope they patch this function in.
Glad you're not shooting at us. Fight tactically if we can beat them.
You are also able to equip up to 2 skills, which you can use at any time. I am about to use a skill called Base Pulse. It can locate and keep track of nearby enemies for a short time. But there is a cooldown period before you can use the same skill again.
Dispatch, situation outside is now under control. My official report, the division saved our sorry asses.
Thanks for the report, Bravo Squad. Stay alert out there and keep it frosty. I'm glad you made it.
Now let's rebuild our base. Go on in and have a look around. I finally got some transportation, so I'm inbound. Let's do this.
Before we go, let's see what this game looks like at night time.
Their souls are gone to a better place.
I'm here for you anytime, anywhere.
Chill. Just chill out.
It looks fairly impressive.
Glad you haven't.
There's a lot going on here.
We owe you big time.
Anyway, that's all we've got time for, so if you liked this video, or found it helpful, then please leave a comment, thumbs up and subscribe. This is Blade, and it's goodbye from me.